Yeah.
I'm Chris Hockaday, a retired firefighter. I found a leak in my cellar towards the end of December, between Christmas and New Year, and I've had from between 5 to 160 litres of water in my cellar, which I've had no help from Plymouth City Council, who I consider as incompetent. On the 26th of April, I had a hole dug in my front garden to now a depth of 3 metres to prove that the water is coming from outside my garden boundary. I'm at my wit's end for any help, so Plymouth City Council should be responsible. I'm hoping. I'm now made contact with my local MP, Luke Pollard, to try and escalate and try to get some help from somewhere. To be plagued by water now that I've retired is quite ironic. When it does rain heavily, the hole behind me, which you can see, fills up with between 4,000 and 4,500 litres of water in 3 hours, which I then have to pump out with a cellar pump. Although 3 times since the end of April it has flooded my cellar, once to 160 litres. Personal items that are irreplaceable have now gone, through no fault of my own, and to actually pump out some nights during the middle of the night to keep the water at bay. Luckily, I still consider myself a relatively able-bodied person at 68. If it was an old lady, which, you know, there are 1 or 2 in my street, who was not able to look after the place, the whole of my cellar, including the carpeted office, would be completely flooded by now. It's had an effect on my mental health, which is a big problem. I've also had 2 relatively serious illnesses within 3 months, in January and March, which required antibiotics and steroids, and that's never happened to me as a firefighter. I've always been relatively fit. So it's been an extremely upsetting period mentally, and I would like some help, please. I'd love to go, you know, somewhere and just forget all this and lie on a beach, but I can't go anywhere. I can't relax, and this occupies my mind. I've had 2 nightmares. It's the last thing I think about before I go to sleep, and it's the first thing I think about when I wake up in the morning. We've got a storm due on Friday night, Saturday morning. I'm probably going to have to put the alarm on for 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, disturb my night's sleep, just to try and protect my cellar and keep the water in the hole down to a reasonable level.